Hey guys, welcome back to Zealous Academy's time management module. Okay, if you haven't seen the intro, I suggest you quickly go back, have a look at the intro video. My name is Manoj. I'm a full-time banker. I'm the host of the Rare Earth podcast. And alongside these two things, I produce content for YouTube, and I'm also a husband and a father. So, well, if you're wondering how do you actually manage all these multiple roles, that is precisely what this session is going to help you with. Okay, and we'll start with something very important. If you were speaking about time management, and if you do research anywhere, be it online, be it books, you are bound to encounter the most famous, framework of working on time management, which is the Stephen Covey's famous book, which is 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He speaks about a grid which looks something like this. Okay, if you were to draw a simple grid with x-axis and y-axis, and here you have urgent and not urgent, and on the y-axis here you have important and not important. And if I were to make it into these 4 boxes like a 2x2 matrix, you will see I get this interesting grid here. Okay, so the first quadrant here is not urgent and not important. So what does Stephen Covey says for this case? He says just drop it. Okay, when we speak about something which is urgent but not important, he says delegate it. The third quadrant, which is important but not urgent, he says schedule it. And the fourth quadrant, which is urgent as well as important, he says just do it now. Okay, and this makes a lot of sense because there are a lot of things in our time that we do which falls in one of these quadrants. Okay, for example, if you are spending time chit-chatting with your friends, gossiping, which quadrant do you think it will come in? It will come in the first quadrant, and you immediately need to drop it. Okay, the second quadrant, which is delegating it, this comes if we talk about things like ironing your clothes or doing some kind of a house related work which can be done by someone else. It's delegated. When we speak about activities which are more meaningful to us, like exercising, like meditation, like reading, things which require some amount of time, some amount of focus, but it does not yield immediate results, it takes time, you need to schedule them. Okay, a lot of us are guilty of not doing this. And the fourth one is things which are urgent and important. Okay, and these are sometimes a lot of crisis scenarios. Sometimes, you as a student, if you're a student watching this, you have an exam, you haven't prepared for it, and you really need to now do the work urgently. Well, that is urgent and important, so it comes under the fourth quadrant. Okay, so this is a useful frame of thinking when it comes to time. Okay, but there is one problem with this kind of a matrix. And when I actually attended this time management course of Ankur's, he actually brought this to light. He said, what if I need to hang out with my friend? What if I need to spend some time just chit-chatting with my friend? Would you call it urgent? I don't think so. Would you call it important? Not necessarily. It may not be urgent or important. Where would you actually categorize that in this grid? Nowhere. According to Stephen Covey, if it is not urgent or not important, just drop it. But I don't feel like dropping it because I feel it is meaningful to actually have a chit chat with my friend. Or for that matter, what if I feel like watching something on Netflix, spending some time watching something? How would you categorize that according to Stephen Covey? Okay, and that is when Ankur realized that there is a fourth element of this quadrant, that fourth dimension of it, which is called as things which will take time or not. Okay, do they take time? Yes or no? Okay, so what it means is, does that mean that you really have to discontinue some of those things that you're doing in your life, like watching Netflix or spending time with chit-chatting with a friend of yours? Not really, because we are end of the day humans. Okay, and we must have all these aspects. We can't be like somebody who's just following a schedule, being extremely robotic. That is like very meaningless. Okay, so what I'm inviting you to consider here is the things that we measure, we improve. Okay, if you really pay attention to how you're really spending your time, how are you allocating those times? Okay, first step is start measuring that. Okay, so what I suggest you do in this first video is give yourself next 2 to 3 days auditing your time. How are you spending your time throughout the day? Don't worry about how you don't have to do anything new. Just follow your day as it is and measure them. Write it down. Okay. After 2 days, have a look at the way you have spent your time. So once you start getting awareness of how you're spending your time, or you start measuring your time, you will start noticing that you're able to improvise it. Unless you measure it, you won't be able to improve it. Okay. And once you start measuring and improving it, then it becomes easy for you to really look at this first core idea of how you want to allocate your time. Then it becomes easier to identify which are those areas for which I really need to schedule it, which are those things that I don't have to do it much more. I can just give it to somebody, delegate it. Or what are those items which I can actually immediately do it? There are some things, sometimes it is urgent, okay? It's important and it can be done immediately also. Why not do it immediately? Okay? So the first idea is to measure, then we improve it. So with that, we come to the end of the first key idea here. The next video, I'll be speaking about how time is a very important aspect and how you can view it as energy. Okay. So if you really love this video and you like the content that we are putting across, like this video, subscribe it and share it with your friends. I'll see you on the other side of the video. Thank you.